You watch motivational videos, you save quotes, you feel inspired, and yet, nothing actually changes. Here's the uncomfortable truth no one tells you. Motivation isn't making you better, it's keeping you stuck. And today, I'm going to explain why that happens and what actually works instead. Motivation feels productive. That's why it's so addictive. When you watch a powerful speech or hear a life-changing idea, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical linked to reward and achievement. For a moment, your mind believes you've already moved forward. But you haven't. You didn't wake up earlier. You didn't do the hard task. You didn't make the uncomfortable decision. You just felt like you did. And that feeling is dangerous because it tricks you into thinking progress has already been made, when in reality, nothing has changed. Here's the problem with motivation. It requires no effort. You can consume motivation while lying in bed, while procrastinating, while avoiding the exact work you need to do. So instead of building discipline, you build a habit of consumption. You're not training yourself to act, you're training yourself to watch. And over time, your brain starts associating growth with listening, not doing. That's why you feel inspired, but still stuck in the same place months later. Let me make this clear. Motivation is emotional. Momentum is mechanical. Motivation says, I feel like changing my life. Momentum says, I changed something, so now it's easier to continue. Momentum doesn't come from big decisions. It comes from small actions repeated consistently. One workout leads to another. One page leads to a chapter. One hard conversation leads to confidence. Momentum builds after action, not before it. Most people wait until they feel motivated to start, but that day never comes. Because motivation is a reaction, not a trigger. You don't act because you feel motivated. You feel motivated because you acted. This is where most people get it backwards. They're waiting for energy, clarity, confidence, when those things only arrive after effort. Now, here's the twist. Motivational content does work, but not in the way you think. It doesn't change your life. It reminds you that change is possible. It's meant to be a spark, not a substitute for action. The problem isn't motivation itself. The problem is using it as an escape instead of a tool. If motivation doesn't immediately lead to action, it becomes entertainment, not transformation. Here's the rule that changes everything. Never consume motivation without acting within 5 minutes. Watch a video? Do something small immediately. Write 1 sentence. Do 5 push-ups. Open the document. Make the call. The action doesn't need to be impressive. It just needs to exist. Because action turns emotion into momentum, and momentum compounds. Big goals fail because they feel heavy. Small actions succeed because they feel manageable. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a minimum action standard. Something so small you can't justify skipping it. And once momentum starts, motivation becomes irrelevant. Because consistency takes over. Oh, ask yourself this. Are you someone who consumes inspiration, or someone who builds momentum? Because your future isn't decided by what you watch, save, or like. It's decided by what you do, especially when you don't feel like it. Stop chasing motivation. Start stacking actions. That's where real change begins.